Hey everyone, it's UB. Welcome to the morning scan for December 19th, 2018. I posted this chart in the charts section a few minutes ago, and actually before I get too far into this video, I wanted to mention that I'll be making a second video today, going through a few Binance charts, a few alt charts, and seeing if any are really interesting to me. Maybe it would be a good time to move some Bitcoin over to Binance to get a few percent out of some alts that could bounce here if Bitcoin consolidates, but that more information will be found in that video that will be shortly after this one. I just have to find some charts and then I'll record that. But anyway, let's get into the morning scan. So we have this possible new trading range forming, and it's really not new. We're in this range, I don't know if you remember, back in late November we were in this range, so a couple weeks back we were trading in this range for a little bit. So I just marked it out again. We have this block here, which is my range low. We have this block up here, that is my range high. Okay, my equilibrium, of course, is just half of the trading range. Nothing special about the equilibrium. So I mentioned that a pullback to around 35.30 to 34.30 would actually be a great reaction, and that would be pretty bullish, to be honest. As long as 34.30 holds, things are definitely looking up, at least short term, maybe for the next couple weeks or so. Maybe that's not short term, but yeah, regardless, things are definitely looking a little bit better as long as 34.30 holds. And you may be asking yourself, on what time frame does 34.30 have to hold? And I would say it would be on the daily or 4-hour time frame. As long as it holds on those time frames, I have no problem with longing pullbacks. But if 34.30 does get reclaimed on the 4-hour or daily level, I will probably just rethink my positions. And I believe that if 34.30 is reclaimed, we'll just discover some new lows. What I'm kind of concerned about is this unfilled gap here, though. Right there. So there's an unfilled gap here and an unfilled gap here. But the bottom one first, if it's obvious that there's a lot of demand below or around 34.30 and a little bit below, maybe as low as 3400, then I wouldn't really be too concerned about this gap getting filled. But for right now, just because we're unsure about the kind of demand that will be at these levels, I think it's I don't know. I think on the first retest, I think it would be safe to long 34.30. But if there's a weak bounce from there, I'll look for this gap fill. And then that may mean we discover new lows before popping back up into this range, but it's definitely something I have my eye on, as well as this gap. This gap is definitely easier to fill, in my opinion, and I think it still would be pretty bullish if this was filled and then price bounced after filling that. So I have my eye on that gap as well. And anything else for Bitcoin? Not really. Oh yeah, let me look at the daily actually. So I also posted in the charts section that I'm looking at around 3,900 for the top of this current move. Where is it? There we go. I'm watching 3,900 for this thing to finally cool off. Said that right there. And what was the top of this candle? I haven't even looked, to be honest. Okay, 39.16, and I got that 3,900 level from this right here. Just a simple horizontal right here. I'm pretty sure it was these candles, yeah. So that's how I got it. I just looked left, saw if there was any confluence with these candle bodies, and we kind of have, yep, we have wicks here, so it acted as support. Resistance, acted as support, resistance again, resistance, resistance again. So that's how I got the 3,900 level. I didn't ladder any shorts there just because, oh wow, it's really tanking here. Anyway, I didn't ladder any shorts there just because I really don't want to short into strength. It's equally as stupid as longing into resistance. So I'd rather just wait for things to cool off and wait for a more clear scenario to present itself. I don't want to rush into anything. I don't want to overtrade or anything like that. Oh, wow. But yes, that's what I'm looking at on... Oh, wait, I didn't even say it. I'm looking on the daily time frame. But on the daily time frame, as long as... as low as C holds on the daily time frame, things aren't looking too bad. So that goes well with my lower time frame analysis, which C is about right here, I believe, 34.30. So this C has to be the absolute bottom of a pullback, or else we'll just take out these lows and probably sub 3K. But that's what I'm looking at for now. For Bitcoin and Ethereum, just got rejected by the equilibrium. I didn't have short ladder there for the same reason that I mentioned, that shorting into strength is equally as stupid as longing into resistance. So I did not ladder shorts there. Of course, hindsight is 2020. I could have laddered shorts there, but really no clear scenario right now, so I don't want to rush into anything. But this is just an old Ethereum range. What the... I guess this is my long-term Ethereum chart, but you can see all the ranges that we've had for the last few months. So this is just another old range that it looks like we have reclaimed. But really the most no-brainer short for, or sorry, the most no-brainer long for Ethereum is going to be $98. Like, that's just going to be such a gimme long. So let me actually write that down in my journal, because if I forget that, I'm going to be very frustrated. Okay. Let me just write the date. Sorry for taking time out of this video, but that's why I do these morning scans, right? They're for you as well as me. So long ETH 98. Let me underline that. Okay. And then Bitcoin, I'm always looking at the chart, so I won't forget to long this red area here. But yeah, this is going to be a no-brainer long, like almost for sure. Easily. So I'm excited for that. If I could put a stop, let's say I enter here right at 98. Please tell me this is an okay stop. 3%. I don't like that. That's the safest stop, in my opinion, would be, what is this, 95, which is a little too wide for what I usually use. That's a little too tight. Maybe right here will be okay. 2%. I'll just have to adjust my position sizing. But 2% isn't bad. And then just target there, take profit 1, take profit 2, take profit 3. Easy. Perfect. I like that a lot. Of course, given Bitcoin holds this red area. But that's a risk I'm absolutely willing to take. Risk 2% for a long entry like that. I'll take that any day of the week. And then for Bitcoin, let's say I ladder entries here-ish. Let's say my average entry is around just below 3,500. My stop could be right here. That's still too wide. Crap. But if these stops get hunted here, I think I can be a little greedier with this entry. 34.65 would be nice, because then I can get a... I still don't like that stop. I'll probably just have to adjust my position size then. % stop. Yeah, I'll just have to adjust my position size, because these stops could definitely be taken. And then a bounce here would be a little more likely, just below 3,400. This would be my ideal entry right here. So 3,400. So maybe the play would be not to maybe scalp long here, see if I like the reaction there, and then build my normal position size swing trade long around here. And then take profit 1 would obviously be there, 2, maybe 2 here, and then 3. I like that. So I'll just see how this develops. Again, I'm not rushing into anything right now. I don't want to get caught on the wrong side of this thing and short into strength or long into resistance and not wait for a deeper pullback. I really want to get the best entries and not settle for, just okay entries. But I think that will do it for the morning scan of December 19th. If you have any questions, as always, please feel free to ask.